Hi guys, Phil here again, another Friday video. Now this is a bit of a weird one for me, because I haven't bought any of these things for a long time. However, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably know I've been talking about picking up PS2 games from a CIC at Old Haunt. Now, the last time we went, this is a ramble before we get into this. The last time we went, I did pick up some games, which will probably be in another video once I've only got like 4 new games. I'll probably get some more together for that. But I started reminiscing about shops that used to be there aren't there anymore. Shops I used to go in as a kid, which then led to things I had as a kid, led to things I wish I sort of used to love with like a real passion that I've sort of dwindled and gone away, and and we're on the way home, and I just started really thinking, I want all this stuff back. I know that's bad. That's bad. Yeah, I know it's bad. It's terrible. But I'm like, I want this stuff back. So, of course, I go on eBay. I start really watching stuff, buying other stuff, and the first of this was like 2 Saturdays ago. Yeah. So the first was like coming at the weekend. So I thought there's more stuff to come. I think there's a couple more, maybe 1 or 2 more of these to come. But there's definitely some more figures coming that I used to own. Yeah. This is a weird one. I haven't bought any of these for ages. What are these? VHS tapes. Yeah. I bought VHS tapes. So when I was in college, I was a teenager, I was in college and a uni, but more college. There used to be a Thursday market on in the town centre where my college was, and Thursdays I only did 2 A levels. I didn't do 3 because 2 were at one side of this town and the other one was at the other side of the town, and literally scheduled it so there wasn't enough time to get across town from the 2 lessons I did here to this one over here. So I ended up dropping the one that was further away and doing the 2 at this end of town. So it meant Thursday. So some days I had late starts. Thursdays I had an early finish. Lunchtime I was done. So I would go and have a gander around the market. I mean, you had an hour anyway, but I used to have a gander around the market, see what was going down. And that's when I started buying a lot of VHS tapes, like ex-rental VHS tapes. Then there was a guy a few years after that, when I was at uni / end of uni. It's not that long ago. End of uni was only 1999. We were still getting VHS back then. There was a guy that had he had a shop in one arcade about 10 minutes away from my house, my old where I used to live, and then he moved into another arcade. But he had loads of VHS. I used to get loads of him. And it was a point where it was also we used to get Britannia. Anyone remember Britannia Home Video? Yeah, I used to get those as well. First tape I ever got from Britannia Home Video, House Sitter with Steve Martin. Yeah, weird. But anyway, I used to collect tapes. But I had a passion for CIC Video, the TV stuff they put out. So this is what this is. Some of the TV stuff they put out that I used to own years ago, that I've now rebought for extortionate prices because VHS is on a fucking hipster comeback. Or it's been on a hipster comeback for a while. There's not everything here. There's I've got another tape. Whoa, I think we've got another 3 tapes coming. But we'll crack on with these for now. So let's start with these 4, because they're all the same TV show. Yeah, a lot of TV show tapes. So late night ITV, when I was younger, used to get War of the Worlds TV show. But it was on at silly o'clock in the morning, and I didn't used to set the VCR. It was weird like that. I used to, if I wanted to record something, I wanted to record it live and pause the adverts out, which I did for this show, but not for this. So I kind of missed out on a lot of worlds. I used to watch, I'd occasionally just set the VCR just to watch them. But I used to record TV shows, but we live and edit the adverts out and stuff. I've still got some somewhere, some Blu-rays that were made, or DVDs and Blu-rays, DVDs that were made of recordings. Some of my recording, I sold a load of tapes to a guy years ago, and he turned those into discs and made a fortune selling the discs, apparently. I was in tape trading groups, and he was making a hand over fist on. He was one of the first people to ever get a VHS to DVD thing. Anyway, stop waffling. War of the Worlds Resurrection. This is the pilot episode on, like I say, on CIC video. I used to collect these. This was a treasured possession at one point. This pilot, I absolutely loved the War of the Worlds show. Second season, not as good, but I didn't see the second season until years later, because I think in my region they just showed the first season and that was it. We never got season 2 or anything. So speaking of season 2, this isn't season 2, it's tape 2. Episodes are The Walls of Jericho and Thy Kingdom Come. I think this is the next the episode 1 and 2 after the pilot. I don't know how these worked. I should have checked the episode guide before I shot this video, but hey. Yeah, so tape 2. This is one. This actually is. I think this one's in better condition than the one I had. You can see where someone took stickers off, but most of mine were covered in VHS X rental stickers. And then we have, obviously, tape number 3. This one's in a little bit dinged up, but it'd be right. This is episodes A Multitude of Idols and An Eye for an Eye. I just love this. The recurring cover art is amazing. I mean, you've got like tiny hand crawling over Earth and over all of Earth, and then you've got Earth just handling through the middle of Earth, blowing it up completely. You know what I mean? Mental. Yeah, this is tape number 3. This next 2, 3 and 4 were some of the trickiest ones to track down. I had 1 and 2 for donkeys. 3 and 4 was so hard to track down because at the time when I was collecting them, everyone was collecting them. CIC Video were like the shit back in the day when I was picking them up. I think it's because they had the coolest stuff. They were like Paramount, Universal. I think eventually they did change into the Paramount logo and the Universal logo there instead of CIC. But yeah, tip number 4. It's got episodes Dust to Dust and Goliath is My Name. Got the old toxic waste canister, which is synonymous with. I thought for a minute that was a sticker on the front. It's not. It's the blue from the back. Yeah. 1988. This show's from. I mean, I bought these. I've had the show. I don't have it anymore. I had the show on DVD. I had the season 1 box set and the season 2 box set. Then I sold them both with the intention of getting the multi-set. Never got the multi-set. I do have them all digitally. A lot of my TV I have digitally these days. I don't have much. Only stuff I have on disc is stuff that hasn't been made digitally or is only available to stream, not to purchase. So, like for example, I've got Monkey through that over there. That's on Blu-ray because I think you have to. It's on Amazon Prime. I think it's Amazon Prime or one of them. Or is it on BritBox? But it's streaming only. You can't own it. So yeah, War of the Worlds number 4. I think that's actually all of the War of the Worlds they put out on. I don't think they ever went like really heavy deep on shows. I know they did Amazing Stories up to volume 8. I don't know if they did that with War of the Worlds. In fact, if they did, I've never seen them actually past number 4. Look at the 18 rating on a War of the Worlds TV show. Are they all 18? No. That's pretty cool. So the first 3 are all 15, and then that's 18. Probably. Is it by any chance? Multi-body action. So yeah, War of the Worlds, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So like I say, volume 1 of that was like a treasure possession for donkeys. I had that for ages. But this show was my holy grail. And when I first, it was weird. I'll say back to this Market Story, I found a tape. I was into horror. I used to buy horror VHS, lots of horror VHS. You know, a lot of it, your British censored stuff. I had like, I remember one, Night of the Zombies they called it, which was zombie burial ground, whatever you call it, Zombie 3, whatever they renamed, you know, although they renamed more. But yeah, Night of the Zombies on Apex Video, which is censored all to shit. I used to love that. So I used to buy a lot of horror VHS. And I take back, you know, you take a chance. I don't take chances as much on Blu-ray because Blu-ray is expensive. When you end the £5 DVDs and the £3 DVDs, like Prison Video, you take a chance. Blu-ray, just a little bit too pricey to take chances on. So you got to know the film before you buy the film on Blu-ray, I think. But I used to take chances on VHS because you're on a market and you're like, oh, that's £2. You know, and as VHS was waning, the price was that's £1, 3 for a £5. You know what I mean? So you take chances on stuff. And I picked up a VHS that had a skeleton, still had some flesh on its bones, in bed. And it said Friday's Curse. I thought, what the hell is this? It looks like the Friday the 13th font, but it's not Friday the 13th because I know all the Friday the 13th movies. Turns out it was Friday the 13th, the TV show. It was actually the second tape that CIC Video put out. So that was the first one I ever bought. And then I tracked down, obviously, there was Friday the 13th, The Legacy was the first tape. Why they did that, I don't know. Friday the 13th, The Legacy was the first tape. Then they changed to Friday's Curse. And that leads us to tapes 3 and 4 in the Friday's Curse collection. That is good. That is absolutely amazing. That episode, The Electrocutioner, is one of the best episodes of a horror show. It's one of the best TV episodes of TV ever. That Electrocutioner is absolutely amazing. So Friday the 13th, the TV show, as many people, as the TV series is called, Friday the 13th, the series, whatever. We got it on VHS as first Friday the 13th, The Legacy, which was like the pilot, or it was the first 2 episodes and that, and then it switched to Friday's Curse, which actually, Friday's Curse makes a lot more sense of a title, doesn't it, really? Because it's not Jason, it's not his mum, it's like the curse of what happened back in those days. Yeah, it kind of makes more sense if you think about it. But anyway, so yeah, I think it's tapes 3 and 4. I don't know which are around there. Oh, you better tell which. Oh, no, you can't because there's a price tag on that one. You should be able to tell by the number on there. But I know these are tapes 3 and 4 anyway. Actually, I used to have these. I got that first tape, Friday, which is volume 2, and then I had this one for ages. And then this was at the time when I was collecting VHS originally. This was quite tricky to track down. Now I just pick this up off eBay. I mean, I might have overpaid for them. I don't care. I'm getting them back. I'm waiting on Friday the 13th, The Legacy to show up. The same seller had Friday's Curse, the original one I had. But then he says, oh, sorry, no. I list stuff on eBay, but also put it on tape trading pages on Facebook. And I've got rid of that one. Well, you're an indicator, aren't you? Because I thought I was going to get all 4. I'm stuck with 2. Well, I'll put 3 at the end. I will get that 4th one. But yeah, so like I say, I'm collecting, it seems, on a nostalgia kick, CIC Video. So I've also got, the other one's coming is the other Friday. It's Friday 13th, The Legacy. I've got Star Trek Generation Encounter at Fort Point, the first tape of that, the pilot movie. And I'm just going to put in, just been offered some, I've been an offer on Misfits of Science. That was another CIC tape I had back in the day. The CIC's a beta, but it doesn't matter. It's in the same VHS size case. I'm not collecting them to watch. I don't have a VCR. I'm not going to lie, I don't have a VCR. They're literally, I'm going to this wall here, above this couch. It's got the posters there. There's a Bruce Lee poster and a Zombie Flesh Shooters poster there, both by Jock. I'm going to put a floating shelf there, and it's going to be my nostalgia shelf. So we're going to put the tapes on it. I'm watching some. Actually, I got some figures on the way. I'm watching some Nintendo games, like the early Nintendo games I bought. So I watched some figures. I've got up there at the top of that thing there is my Godzilla figure collection. One of those is for the nostalgia shelf because that's from the Trendmasters I need to get the Mecha Godzilla for Transmasters as well. I don't think there's anything. Like I said, I've gone on a weird nostalgia kick. But like I am buying the old stuff. I'm not like buying like remakes of old stuff. It's the stuff I used to have. I'm getting old. That's what it is. I'm getting old. I'm wallowing in my own old age. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling because I've gone on for 15 minutes again in another Friday video. Thanks for watching if you're watching all the way to the end. Let me know what you think of these. Let me know if you're wallowing heavily in nostalgia in the comments below, or if you're collecting tapes. You know, I know there's a lot of game. If you watch a lot of game videos on YouTube, gamers, and they start with retro gaming, and then it's like, oh, this videotapes, and they build a little collection. That same as me, you know, I'm not going to watch them. They just build a collection of tapes I had as a kid to go with the games and stuff. So yeah, stop waffling. That's me. Another Friday video in the can. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.